Hey everybody, doing some testing again today, trying to get the equipment up and running. Thought I could get some help from some folks. My journey, what's up, man? Been watching your stuff. You keep growing. I finally broke 1,000, but I don't think I'll ever get to the 300 or 3,000 hour view thing. I don't think that's ever going to happen unless I get on here and make a shitload more content than I'm making currently. Lack serious motivation right now, but I got my desk all cleaned off. Is my audio good? And is my picture good? And I'm going to add the other camera in to see if this is working. This is my overhead. Slide over here. This gives you a view from over here where I can hold some knives up and get them into the camera a little bit better. Thought it was pretty cool. Um, and again, I can go back over here to the overhead, or I can do away with all that and put my fat face up there. This might look a little better to everybody. Yeah, I've been watching your stuff, man. I try to reach out to you whenever I see your stuff and say something. I just don't want to leave you out there in the cold. It's a YouTube is a hard, cruel world, right? I know Cole comes on here in about 30 minutes. So I don't want to overlap with him. He was the one that got me over 1,000. He rated me. Out of the 125 or so he got me that night, maybe 130. I lost about a third of them. Thank you for letting me know everything's good, but he did me a solid. Well, let me tell him I'll call him back. Work. They got some nerve calling me, right? Want me to do stuff? That's bullshit. At any rate, I got 2 new knives. I'm gonna try to do 2 overviews today. I'm sorry, I probably got out of the mic's view there, but at any rate, I got 2 of those to work on. I know one's a Microtech, and I can't remember what the other one was. And then I was reading the Winner's page, Winter Knife Company. I guess the knives that I ordered on the pre-order are supposed to be in by the end of the month. They're in quality control right now. So I look for them sometime next month is what I'm thinking. And I'm really looking forward to getting that one. I think that may be one of the most expensive knives I got, although that dagger deal I bought from can't remember who now. At any rate, that's my most expensive to date knife. It's over $500, which is more than a pew pew cost me. But I do like this SOCOM, and I'm hoping that ordered the Serrate on the other. Again, I'm not a big knife user. I just collect, and I like having half and half. And this thing's pretty damn sharp. It's one of my favorite knives in the collection right now. And I'm not a big Microtech fanboy. I think their stuff has been overpriced, although Bug Out came out and overdid that with that Narrows. I don't know what they're thinking about it. I guess they're still selling them. And then I got, I'm going to have to turn off my notifications on my phone for Knives Fast because I was counting in the last 24 hours. I've had 15 notifications from him. It's like he's spamming everything. I just don't understand the logic behind it, but I'm going to have to shut that off. I try to keep you guys like yourself and Blade Walker and Gons and some of the others, that are trying to build their channels. And I understand he's trying to build his channel. Don't get me wrong. And I don't begrudge him that at all, but it's turned into spam on my phone and I can't deal with it anymore. Damn thing's going off all day and night. And I think he must go live twice a day, is what I'm beginning to think. The lives help with my hours, I think, Journey. If you can tell me, or somebody else here can tell me, I hope the live hours count toward my total. There's Miss Davis. Hello there. Thank you for following me on Facebook. I've been watching. I think you've been involved in a wedding, if I'm not correct. I'm not good at reading the subtitles. I look at the pictures, but I saw you all duded up. There is Weldon Carey. How you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream. If you've never been here before, we're not going to stay on too long because I don't want to upset Tri-State. Of course, my little page isn't going to dent his. Nobody would miss if I was on here or not. But at any rate, yeah, that's about all I'm going to say about Keith. I'm going to have to turn the notifications off on him. He's just pounding the shit out of it. I mean, he's on there so much it's not even funny. So, and that's fine, to each his own. But I like helping the little guys out. So I look for y'all's stuff and I look for the notifications to come in. And we're going to keep trying to help get you guys to grow. If I can get up to 3,000 hours viewed, it would be great. The Knight's Edge has been doing a fantastic job in getting his going. Of course, he's hanging in there, man, with those 3-hour streams. I just don't have it in me. But at any rate, that's me, you know. Joe, thanks. I don't know if Cole even knows who I am, to be honest with you. I'm not quite sure. I'm a little guy. Help me out. Okay. If you got a channel, Weld, if you do, you're more than welcome to post the link here. I don't mind in the least. It would be all right by me for sure. A lot of the regulars are in here, although we got quite a few people watching, but nobody's talking too much except for you guys. It's hard to get going on YouTube, that's for sure. Oh, okay. Well, I'll definitely put you on my subscribe list when we get done with this. No problem at all, brother. And G-Ball's doing great. G-Ball without all of his winter wear on. He's wearing the wife beaters and the tank tops and the sleeveless stuff like I do. It's hilarious. Hey, Mr. Letterman, how you doing, buddy? Just thought we'd get in here for a minute, testing the equipment. Going to try to produce some videos today and have a more positive outlook on life and get things going. But I need 3,000 hours, guys. I don't know that I'll get that many views anytime soon. It's actually been declining a little bit, but it's my own fault for not producing any content. So I need to get my ass in gear. Been hard to get going. I also need to get over to my podcast or my little webcast or whatever you want to call it for my Parkinson's people. I'm picking up a little momentum over there, and I've joined a class, so that's helped out a little bit with the situation. And I go see my neurologist next Thursday, see if he can come up with anything better for me to do. Let's see. I don't really need that on there if I'm not going to be talking about the knives, but yeah, this was more or less the test equipment. I had some things going on. Yeah, brother, if I could walk that far, it'd be great. I've got about 100 yards in me, then I'm done. I have what they call rigidity on my left side from the Parkinson's, and it doesn't allow me to have a good stride or walk. And as I walk further in distance, my rigidity gets worse. So I can't maneuver, and my arm draws way up and starts contracting. And it's a screwball thing, but we just deal with life and keep going on. Yeah, Cole did come through, man. He got me to 1,000, but I need that 3,000 hours watched. I don't know how I'm going to get there. And TR, don't worry about it, buddy. It's life, right? We're all dealing with crap, and everybody's got something different going on in their lives, and that's okay, right? That's what makes us human. And some days I think I look forward to getting the other side, if that makes sense to anybody. Some of you folks in here with chronic illnesses, can relate. I know Blade Walker can. But yeah, I appreciate you guys stopping in and at least taking a look inside. There's a few other people in here, and I'm looking forward to having Cole stuff going on in the background. I um I enjoy listening to him. You're right there. Okay, Betty. Well, I don't know. I'm getting more laid back in my old age. I feel like I just don't get as worked up. I'll tell y'all a funny little story, and I won't keep everybody on here too long. I'm watching my time. Um, I got up this morning to go to the exercise class, and it starts at 9:30 across, actually in another town from here. And I'm just looking at my audio, and my feed's lagging a little bit. I hope it's synced up on y'all's end. We're not too far back, but so I got up, got dressed, got ready to go, and my car's gone. Now her car's in a shop because she had an accident and it's getting fixed. And she just never thought about me going to my class. And, instead of me blowing up or getting upset about it or texting her, asking her where she's at, I just let it go. And she came back home in a big frantic and lathered up. And I'm like, it's just not worth getting aggravated about. I mean, would I've liked to have gone? Sure, but shit happens, right? She didn't remember. Not a big deal. We'll go to the next Monday's class and everything will be okay. Yeah, life is short, Journey, for sure. I'm finding out more about that now. And working hard that's the problem, Weld. I can't get motivated. That's the other part of the disease. It keeps you in a constant state of disarray. Hard to explain, folks. And I don't want to bore y'all with all my troubles, that's for sure. Let's check the equipment out and see if some of these cameras are working. I'm going to get my other camera going uh, that I can move around the garage with today. And I'm going to get that set up so I can do some other things. I think will be good. And I'm honestly thinking about changing my live from Sunday. There's Mr. Eddie. Thank you for stopping in, buddy. I need a SOCOM Bravo to go with my SOCOM Bravo Mini. Yeah, this is the big boy. Um, Lost my train of thought there. Oh, I'm thinking about changing my lives to either Wednesday or Thursday afternoon is what I'm thinking right now. Could be Tuesday. I've looked at the calendar and I've gone to people's streams that say they're streaming and they're not streaming. So I think that Sundays are just too big a challenge for me. If I try to go to the range, which is what I'm going to try to do, um, and that's like at 7 a.m. I'm at the range meeting the guys and hang out there until about 9:30, 10. Time I pack up, get home, I'm spent because I'm walking back and forth out, 50 yards and back 4 or 5 times and picking up the flags and putting out targets, and setting up the bench takes 15, 20 minutes with all the equipment. So, Jose, how you doing today? Thank you for stopping in. All right, Joe, not Joyce. Jose, I saw you earlier. I'm sorry, I'm repeating myself. Yes, I need. Oh yeah, the big boy's big. Well, I couldn't flick it. She's a beast. I forget how big she is. Let's see. I say she. Holy crap. Can that be right? 9 inches, guys. That's a pretty big knife in the big scheme of things. And the blade, 3 3/4 all day long, almost 4. 3 3/4. out to the choils 4, but the cutting length is 3 3/4. It's a big knife no matter how you cut it. Trying to catch up on the comments. But at any rate, that's really all I wanted to check, and I wanted to check the green screen to make sure we're not getting too much shit going on, ghosting on it or anything, and I don't know why I'm lagging. I wanna see how far I'm lagging, guys. Testing. I'll have to play that back and see if it's working all right. You're doing your best, Betty? Well, your pictures were lovely, dear. You had the Facebook going on. I don't post a whole lot. I've been posting some food stuff. I'm still a foodie at heart, although oh, my fat ass, guys, listen to this. I went to my endocrinologist on last Friday. And since I saw her in March, I've lost 26 pounds. I just don't eat anymore. My wife gets on my ass all the time. She says, "You just don't eat." And I said, "Well, I'm not hungry." I feel like if you're not hungry, why do you need to eat? That's kind of my philosophy at this point. I'm getting where that's not as big a priority as it used to be. And I've been buying some shit, some dessert stuff, sweets and ice cream and stuff. I could, you know what? The shit sits in there and it goes bad. I never think about going back and eating it, never think about getting into it. So I just leave it alone. It's pretty much is what I've been doing. Mr. Eddie Dugan, do you have any? Yeah, Instagram's the same, Mr. Eddie. It's Dugan Stuffing Things, all one word on Instagram. I just fixed my new email up because I'd really like to get to the 3,000 hours and do a giveaway then. Although, it's traditional with most YouTubers when they hit milestones like 1,000 subs and things like that to do a giveaway. I'm not appreciative of the subs. I think it's great, but the 3,000 hour nut is going to be a son of a gun for me to, get covered. I don't know how I'm going to get past that. My cheers go out to the Knife's Edge. How he's done it blows my mind. I think it's the live streams. He puts on a pretty long live stream, and I feel like I'm rambling and boring the shit out of you guys. So I keep my live streams relatively um short, so it doesn't run into hours. The Sundays one just got into a couple hours sometimes when I had stuff to go over. And I do have some interesting topics coming up. I wish I could do the pew pews on the lives, but I can't. But I'm going to start working on some more long form content on those and try to get some range footage too. Well, I'll be following you after this stream. You can bank on that, buddy. I like supporting all the small channels. And then, there's the bigger channels I enjoy for sure. Metal Complex, he's kind of straightforward. He's got his niche and does a great job. I miss Lefty not being on as much as he used to be. He had a long stream the other night for a couple hours or an hour and a half. Tried to watch it and fell asleep. Kevin, I feel like he's just posting the shit out of stuff. I'm gonna have to turn his notification off. I try to watch the Knife's Edge. I try to catch G-Ball, but I'm generally asleep by the time he comes on, to be honest with you guys. The docs have got my medicine straightened out where I can actually get a night's sleep. So I've been taking advantage of it. What's Betty saying? Are you doing? Yep, I agree, Betty. Found you. I'm lost track, guys. Oh, I see you're talking to Weld. Okay. Mr. Eddie's a big supporter of a lot of the channels. Man, I don't know where you find all the free time. Are you retired? Are you still working or what are you doing? There's Ninja. Hey, buddy. Good to see you. Thank you for stopping in. I really appreciate it. We were just trying to work on our setup here and make sure everything's working the way it's supposed to. I cleaned my desk off. I'm going to fix it up so you guys can see that. And some behind the scenes stuff here in the old garage, the man cave. I appreciate you stopping in, Ninja. It means a lot to me. We were just talking about some of the other channels and who we watch. So I'm watching the calendar really good to see who's actually on and not on. And a lot of people are on the calendar that aren't producing videos, including myself. I need to let Scott know, I believe his name's Scott, that he can pull my Sunday time slot off. I'm going to try to do it later in the week, like late evening, not late evening, early evening, either Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. I haven't picked a day yet. And again, Cole starts here in a minute, I think 10 minutes. But that's about all I've been up to. I hope all you folks have been good, and believe me, it means a lot to me that you guys stop by. I used to come on here and talk to myself a lot. And again, I feel like I'm rambling. I wish I had my other camera set up so I could show you guys the setup. It's actually pretty nice. I worked on the desk. Let me show you a cheat here, guys. You'll get a kick out of this. I can't keep my knives in focus in terms of in the middle of the shot. So I had to put this dot down here so I know where to be all the time. It's like a star, or a mark on a stage. Because I'm going to tell you, I get out of view. And if I open this thing up, that's going the wrong way. That's as wide as I can go, and it catches the corner of the computer over here, but still, that tells me where I need to be. Of course, I'm vertical right now, which means it's cutting off a good portion of this shot. I'm looking at my monitor. This knife's in the view. My console's in the view. Let me show you guys. So yeah, the computer's in the view, the console. This part is barely getting in. So not that that matters. It just kind of matters to me. But now that I've got the dot here and it lined up under the camera, it works out a little bit better. So I have a reference point. And I can pull this in just a touch. Well, that was too much. There we go. That's my beater. That's my favorite knife of all. Vortec. It's called the Cricket, and it's the best little beater on the planet. But I am going to work on 2 videos today and try to get those produced. I got 2 new knives in. I'm waiting on my winter blade knife to show up. Can't wait to get that in hand. I bet that thing's going to be wicked sharp. Well, thank you, Betty. Sometimes I get a good idea. I talk to myself all the time. Don't feel bad. Well, and I don't know how to get the text. I don't think I can. Can I? Oh, it shows it at the top. Okay, I'm gonna have to work on that. StreamYard has just had a shitload of updates, and I'm looking forward to using all the stuff that's on there. And I got to go through it and see what all they've talked about, because now you can do all kind of stuff and bring people in easier, and you can set up the stage for your live stream, where if you're going to have guests that are on a regular basis or whatever, or maybe they just want to pop in and say hi to your live stream, the link will remain the same. You can set it up in the studio so it's always the same when they come back. And maybe I'll work on a little tutorial for that for some of you knife guys that might be interested in StreamYard. I do pay for my version, and the benefits are pretty damn good. And I don't think I want to say it's $20 a month, but it may not even be that much. I'd have to look. Honestly, don't remember. But let's see. Talk to myself all the time. Got that one. What was the next one? Illuminati. Okay. Well, at any rate, Cole's coming on here in a minute. I appreciate you guys coming in and helping me get all this stuff set up. Look for some stuff from me. And if you guys got any good ideas on how to get 3,000 hours viewed, it would be appreciated. Because I can tell you right now, I don't know what in the hell to do more than I'm doing. Well, that's bullshit. I'm going to call bullshit on myself. I'm not getting enough out there to produce to be seen. That's my fault. And I realize that. But at any rate, thank you, everybody. I hope y'all have a blessed rest of the week. And look for some more stuff from me sooner than later. And if I don't do it, somebody get in my comments or my community page and kick my ass and tell me to get my shit together and figure out how to do it. But anyway, see all you characters later. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it.